Okay, so lateral raise machine. Now, depending on the gym, depending on the machine that you have available, this is potentially going to look a lot different, but in terms of setup considerations, the same is very much going to apply. So with this particular Life Fitness lateral raise machine, the beauty of this is the fact that we have got a chest pad that we can drive our chest into and obviously secure and stabilize our position. Now, in terms of this particular machine, a couple of considerations that we want to make. First off, the goal is to challenge the medial deltoid, so the side of the shoulder. And what you can see here is there are 2 axes of rotations for the machine. So ideally, we want to make sure that the shoulder is lining up with those. As with any of these machines that work on a rotation, we're matching it up with the joint that is being worked. Now, what I want Jake to do, Jake, if you can just place your arms on the arm pads for me. So what we've got is we have got some handles provided here. In terms of the arm pad itself, this is really what I'm most focused in on. And what I'm going to ensure is that the seat is positioned at a height where the pad is just sitting a little bit above the elbow joint. Now, from this position, what I want Jake to be thinking about is to be thinking about driving his elbows out and far, not necessarily thinking about bringing the weight up. So Jake, if you can go through that for me. So he's going to be thinking about driving the elbows out and wide, and just with the intent of contracting this particular muscle, really trying not to overly use his upper traps and other muscles around that region. Now, one issue that I do have with these machines is the simple fact that they want to move directly out to the side, and that doesn't necessarily fit with our natural anatomy. So if we think about the shoulder blade actually sits on an approximate 30-degree angle. So really the angle of the way in which we perform this lateral raise should be in line with that 30-degree mark. And again, like we say, that isn't allowed on this particular machine. So what I'm going to get Jake to do is to actually perform this single arm. So we're still going to push into the pad with his chest, but we're going to open that side out and we're going to push the non-working side of the chest into that. I'm going to get Jake to hold onto the frame just again for some additional stability so he can really drive himself into that pad as he's performing this. He's still got the pad position just slightly above the elbow. And now what he's going to be thinking about again is driving that elbow out and far. Now what you can see, because we've opened up the body, we've now got this more natural 30-degree angle. This is working a lot more in line with Jake's anatomy. And therefore, if he has got any difficulties or perhaps the integrity of his shoulder has been compromised at some stage, this is going to work much more nicely for him. That, guys, our lateral raise machine.